You know what? I don't even care that my low is the fact that it's pouring raining outside. Yesterday was awesome. Good morning, happy Sunday, everyone. Yes, a rather unambiguous opening of this video would suggest yes. It is raining a lot right now. And it especially is my low when you stop to consider the fact that yesterday, arguably the nicest day we've had all year. I mean, just about everybody was doing something to keep themselves going out and about. And I thought, there were friends I know who had a rummage sale, pop-up events. The Dairy Barn opened yesterday. I know there was a bunch of concerts going around in the area. I went to one last night at Zach's. Shout out to Country Khaos for a wonderful show. Yeah, man. Yesterday was great. But why does it have to rain now? Here's the thing. I'm sure it's not bad out per se, but the rain is only going to make things feel cooler. Ah, boy. It is what it is, I guess. What's my active? Actually, I'm next to the Dairy Barn opened. I suggested to my parents that they should take my nephews to the Dairy Barn for opening day, and I helped my parents watch my nephews. It was actually a lot of fun, getting my nephews some ice cream. Although I will feel bad for because unfortunately one of my nephews tripped and fell on the asphalt concrete stuff. Which listen, we've all done it at some point. It hurts. No denying that. But everything's okay. My nephew's fine. It was a great evening. Come to think of it, didn't really start raining until the Country Khaos concert started. Which, actually, I know the lead singer of Country Khaos said this several times last night, but shout out to Zach's Grill as well. You guys are actually really cool. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, it's in an area where you think really wouldn't be of great significance. But you go inside and it's okay, this place is pretty awesome. I like being in here. Listen, it's Country Khaos. Their music is great. Everyone's up and around, dancing, singing along. It was awesome. Yeah, I have no notes. The concert last night was awesome. Ooh, actually, you know what? Because obviously there's some good singers in the band. Obviously the lead singer notwithstanding. The drummer of Country Khaos, wow. There's one song that he did that he was the lead singer in, as well as the fact he was also playing drums. And yeah, that was awesome. And the concert was just so much fun. I needed this. It was around this time last year I had seen Country Khaos multiple times. And last night was my first time seeing him this year. And I kind of get why. Everybody's busy. All members of the band have their own lives to live and stuff to work on. So getting together for practice can't be. seriously, if you're in a band at all, like, if I was wearing a hat right now, I'd be tipping it off to you. Because in this day and age where everybody's busy, everyone needs to live their own lives, it's a lot harder than you might think to bring like several people in a group to form a band and find the time to get together and practice. But hey, Country Khaos pulled it off. Like, it's very easy to see like why they're like, you can tell they've done this for years, and it shows. There's a lot of fun. I've got again, I got like no notes. It was great. I mean, I will admit, and I said this yesterday, my low for yesterday was that I got a late start to my day. But, I mean, it still all worked out. I mentioned people were having, we're out and about, like, for, like, Rummage sales and stuff like that. I actually went to a Rummage sale yesterday. I mean, listen, it's really cool seeing like what people have that they want to sell and get rid of. Actually, the one that I went to had a lot of one product called, I think it was Ray Dunn, I think was the brand. It all looked really cute. I remember that. Oh, sorry. Just a little bit sleepy. What else? Oh, right. Also, in terms of the places I'm giving shout outs to, also, shout out to the Pines. I actually know the owners of that establishment, and they had a huge pop-up event yesterday, and it was seriously. I got there, I see the parking, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to find parking here, am I? Thankfully, I did. Don't know how I found parking for that, but I was able to. And I go in there, I'm like, it was packed. In fact, later on, they posted like one of those videos that happens in real time, but they speed it up for the sake of, just how long it is, as well as a lot happens and you can see it fast. In a way, it's kind of funny when people do that. And they show them like opening the doors, and what probably was maybe a 30-second minute video in real time probably took like 5 minutes, because there was like a long line of people coming in, which is, again, people are supporting local. And even in weather like today, we're getting into that time of year where, you know what, we're all tired of being cooped up inside. The weather is slowly starting to get better. Let's go out and do stuff, man. Like let's go out. Because there are some people I know that are going like on nature walks. Some people I know some people are actually going even further and trying to like go swimming. Well, then in some cases, not even in a pool either. Like, just go to any body of water, just like jump right in. Which, full disclosure, I'm going to be doing really soon, but get to that when we get to that. What else? Let's see. Oh, right. The Dairy Barn. If you don't know, the Dairy Barn is an establishment that's been in this area forever. definitely as long as I've been alive, and obviously even longer. And they're obviously dairy. You can probably guess what they sell ice cream. I mentioned earlier my nephew's ice cream, and my favorite thing to get there ever is the something called the Elvis Sundae, which, if you know Elvis Presley, King of Rock and Roll, his thing was eating peanut butter and banana sandwiches. In some cases, it was peanut butter, banana, and bacon, but Dairy Barn doesn't have bacon, so peanut butter and bananas it is. And maybe it's just me, but I love it when it's more like a peanut butter sauce, and it actually is like peanut butter. And the combination of that, bananas, and like the cold ice cream, it works for me. It just does. Like, here's the, I do like bananas, and I do like peanut butter, but I never really have them together often enough. And I really should get on that. And my Sunday had 3 flavors of ice cream. There was bourbon caramel pecan, which had like, you know, caramel, bourbon caramel swirls and like pecans in it, obviously. There was Gold Bar. It's a salted caramel ice cream with caramel swirl. No, it was salted caramel ice cream with peanut butter swirl, peanuts, and fudge coated pretzels. And then like the new flavor they had. Oh my God. Okay. You guys need to go to the Dairy Barn and try this new flavor like right now. Oh, actually, it's only 9:30 in the morning, so Dairy Barn won't be open yet. But you need to try this flavor. It was called Prickly Pear Lime, which, I mean, every time I see that the Dairy Barn has like a new flavor whenever I go, I always try it out. Or if I see a flavor I haven't had in a while, I'll get that too. Like, holy cow. I mean, needless to say, yesterday was a day where having ice cream really felt refreshing. But prickly pear lime, dear, like, you know what it tasted like to me? Imagine having a rainbow sherbet, but it's creamier, I guess, it has a creamier texture, which kind of sounds a little weird, but trust me, it works. And of course, you know, Dairy Barn's opening day was, I mean, from what I saw, it looked pretty successful. What else? Although, and shout out to the staff of the Dairy Barn too, because the owner told me that 5 of like their 7 members or work staff had junior prom last night, which reminds me, shout out to Horseheads for their junior prom. Actually, no, I'll say this, I mean, my senior prom sucked. My junior prom, though, that was actually really good. Of course, it also helps the fact that I had a date for it. Arguably the nicest human being on the face of the earth, but that's, like, I've shared this story before, but for those of you who don't know, for junior prom, I wound up because back then in Horseheads, they had senior prom in March first, and then in May they had junior prom, and my junior prom date was the girl who won senior prom queen earlier in March that year. Again, I probably used up all the luck I will ever have in life for that. But hey, it was worth it. I've also shared this story too, but that girl was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Trinity Bowling. Yeah. I thought maybe if I came back a better person, you know, maybe I'd ask her out and it'd be great. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I did come back as a better person. I just didn't think at the time I was good enough for her. See, yes, ladies, men can understand, like, when they're good or not good enough for things, okay? We're capable of doing that. We're not stupid. Well, we're not stupid in that sense. We're stupid in many other ways, as I'm sure you ladies out there already know. Yeah, man, yesterday was great. I mean, full disclosure, next weekend I'm not looking forward to at all because there's something that I'm going to be doing that's a little bit on the personal side for me, and I am not looking forward to it. But if nothing else, yesterday was exactly what I needed, in preparation for what's going on next weekend. Because I had it's the sort of thing where I'm not really dreading it because, well, that's like bad. In fact, what I'm doing is actually going to be really good for me. It's that sort of thing where it's going to take up the majority of my weekend. And it doesn't really give me much to do in the realm of, family time. In fact, full disclosure, it might even be difficult for me to go to church next week. That's how time consuming this thing will be. But it's something I gotta do, so I'll deal. But I'll always have yesterday to look back on. I hope you all like this video and like to our YouTube channel, find on social media. As always, under our homies video for you guys watching Joe today. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Oh, guys, right. I said happy Sunday to me. I know I did. I know I said happy Sunday to me in this video, and I just said it again. And remember, for those who want to talk, James are here to lend you always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.